Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be this is going to be the June 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at any big messages coming for the month of June. Column number 2, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to talk about anything related to love. And column number 4, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. Almost like advice for the month of June. And then we'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, taking a look at any big messages, Leo, coming for the month of June. We have the summary affirmation card of shift. This is a pretty literal card. It means that there's some sort of shift, some sort of change coming in these next few weeks in the month of June. So I feel like all in all, this has really positive energy to it. So I like this kind of change. I like this kind of shift that we're seeing and feeling. But let's see what other messages come through here. Just gonna adjust the camera really quick. Sorry about that, Leo. Okay, that should be better. Just want to make sure you can see the full cards before we get too far in here. Okay, so taking a look at this first column, first up we have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a card. This is working smarter, not harder. This is about being efficient where we can be. This is also about enjoying the things that we're doing. So I like this because I feel like in the next month you're going to be a little bit less busy, so that's a really positive change for you, Leo. But also I feel like you won't be having to work as hard here. So less busy, not working so hard. And then a big meaning behind the 8 of Pentacles is enjoyment. So I definitely think there will be more enjoyment there. The next card we have is the Temperance card. Totally fitting just based on what we just said. This is the balance and harmony card. So again, I feel like there's more balance, there's more harmony. We won't be working so hard. We're going to have more time to do the things that we enjoy. And at the bottom here, we have the 5 of Pentacles. I do think there's a little bit of worry happening here potentially. Some of you are worried because work is slower, that your pay may be slower. We're going to take a look at this card a little bit closer also. This can be a card of financial worry though, and again, I feel like this is shifting, so I feel like we could be shifting away from that. This can also be like a not so good health, and I feel like we can be shifting away from that for some of you that haven't been feeling as good recently, so it could be a positive shift there too. Let's take a look at our clarifiers, see what other messages we have. First up, we have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. These are the things that we want long-term. And I like to see this. I feel like there needs to be enjoyment in the things that we do. We need to be efficient. We need to be working smarter, not harder. So I like this. Again, I like this shift. I like this adjustment. And I feel like it's here to stay. It's here long term, which is great to see the kind of longevity since it's so positive. Again, actually being able to enjoy the things you're doing and being able to be efficient in them, not having to do everything the hard way, right? The next card that we have is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, that can be a card of self-imposed restrictions. I like this. I feel like in this case, in this meaning here, Leo, I feel like we've stood up for ourselves. We've taken action. You know, we started saying, all right, I'm going to sign off at 5 p.m. every day, no matter what. Like, I'm not going to keep working so many hours. So I almost feel like you've, like, set boundaries or rules to play by, which are helping kind of protect yourself, protecting your peace, protecting your balance here. Last but not least, we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is this is a card of like receiving. So again, I feel like we are on the receiving end. So if there's something we've been worried about, we're kind of receiving that thing that will ease our mind. Or again, I feel like this is us coming into better health here. All in all, I like this. I also feel like you can reflect back now too, now that this change has happened. Very much so kind of like a nostalgic or reflection type card with the Six of Cups. Moving on to our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So quick money message for you. So you have the affirmation, love and happiness can coexist with wealth. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. So first up, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the perfect card, the ideal card, the things that we're looking for. So I think I said the King of Cups. I mean the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry. Same meaning though. This is the ideal, the epitome, the perfect. This is typically like Prince or Princess Charming, knight in shining armor. Again, it's that fantasy. It's the perfect. It's exactly what we want. When it comes to in a column like money though, this could be relationship driven, but more importantly, I feel like this is an opportunity. And again, it's the perfect opportunity. It's exactly what you've been waiting for here, Leo. The next card we have in the night is the Knight of Wands. This is a card of freedom. This is a card of flexibility, which I love to see. I feel like, again, there's this new opportunity here, and it has this sense of creativity. It has this sense of flexibility and freedom that you've been wanting. At the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. A card of good luck, a card of good fortune. Also a turning point, though. Also a shift here. So this could be one and the same as the column we talked about before. It could be two different shifts. But again, I feel like there's new opportunity here. So that's the change, the shift that we're feeling. Very flexible, very creative. But it's a lot of good luck and a lot of good fortune coming with that. Taking a look at our clarifiers, ooh, we have all major arcana cards, which is always cool to see. It kind of means big, crisp, clear messages. So we have the Star card up first. This is like being renewed. This is being energized. We're very, very excited about this new opportunity here, Leo, which is great to see. Also, I feel like you're in the spotlight. You're being recognized, and perhaps that's what's opening up this door. That's what's opening up this opportunity for you. The next card we have is the Hermit. The Hermit's a card of going within for clarity. It's about doing what feels good in your heart, in your core. So I love to see this. This is also like life's purpose, life's path. And I feel like this new opportunity is much more aligned with who you want to be and the things that you want to do long term in life. At the bottom, we have the Judgment card. Again, very much so a life's purpose, life's path. So love this opportunity that's coming through for you. The Judgment card is also very favorable for you. So we love to see those tucked in anywhere we can. Moving on to our next column here, Leo, we're going to talk about anything related to love. So a quick love message for you. It says, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Oh, it says wait at the top. Sorry, I forgot to say that. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Leo. So first up, we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, if you take a look here, this looks like a finish line. We're getting something complete. We're getting something across the finish line. So I like to see that. I always love that kind of sense of completion here, Leo. This is also a big time friends and family card. So they could be helping you get something across the finish line. You could be helping a family or friend get something across the finish line. But I see lots of family and friend time, and I feel like we're getting things done. We're getting things finished, which is great to see. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. So in the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. I do feel like this thing that we're finishing up is going to lead to money here, Leo, or it's wrapping something up so you can focus on this new money. So you see some things being completed, and of course something new is coming in. That's just the nature of life. When a door closes, another one opens. When something's finished, something new starts. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true, so I love to see this for you. Again, I feel like this new thing is exactly what we want, so I love that we have family and friends behind us. I love we're getting things done. This is also a good health card, and I mentioned that earlier. Some of you maybe haven't been feeling very good. This seems to be like better health for you and your family coming in, which is fabulous to see, of course. Let's take a look now at our clarifiers here, Leo. First, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is like withdrawing, retreating, moving on. Again, I feel like we're getting this thing across the finish line, and then we have the opportunity to move on to something new. One thing I love about the Eight of Cups is if you look, these Eight of Cups are stacked nice, but yet the person in the background is still moving forward. So it's very much so like the grass is greener on the other side. It's very much so like going from good to better. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very much so trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting your heart to lead you forward. This is a very in tune card, so the things that you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, they are meaningful. So again, if you're very in tune here. Last but not least, we have the Page of Cups. This is the new card. So there is new coming in here. The Page of Cups is specifically new love, which is interesting to see. So I do feel like there's a new love opportunity here. I know this kind of talked a little bit about money and being able to move forward onto something new, but I feel like there's a strong pull for new love here also, which is great to see. All right, fourth and final column here is message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of perception. This is an interesting one, and sometimes I have to remind people, Leo, that it's okay for your perception or your idea of something to change. And I think in this case, you are going to have a shift in perception. So what we think it was versus what it is, or the way we perceive something will change. But let's take a look, see what messages we have coming through in this final column. Okay, so first up we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, again, anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. I feel like this is coming through as new information, and we are going to take action differently because of the things that we're finding out. So again, there is a shift to our perception here, but it's going to change the action that we're taking. The next card that we have is the Five of Wands. This is a card, I always tell people this is like small bumps in the road, small challenges. So I do think you can anticipate like some things popping up that maybe don't go as expected, don't go as planned. But again, they're going to change the course of action that we're taking. It's changing our view on it. And at the bottom, we have the Five of Swords. This is typically not very good relationship. So I feel like a relationship could sour here. Again, it changes our perspective of the relationship of the person. We have the conflicts, the challenges happening here, and again, it's changing the course of action that we have. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Devil card. The Devil card's overdoing. This can be like greed, envy, materialism. This could be like alcohol or drug use. Again, we're seeing something we don't like, and we are changing our course of action because of it. The next card we have is the Emperor. This is very strategic, very thoughtful. Again, we've put a lot of thought in this. We see this, we don't like it, and we're going to adjust accordingly with the Emperor here. The Emperor's big on respect too, so I feel like we could be adjusting because of the lack of respect. But again, something's just not right, and we see it now. Our perception has changed, and we're going to go a different course because of it. I like to see this because I feel like we could get in a hole here. So I like the fact that this column is saying we're going to shift. We're going to take action differently. But I feel like we could kind of get ourselves into a low, tricky spot here. But I don't think you will because you are going to change the course of action. This is just the more potential of what could happen here. All right, Leo, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But column number 1, we have the 8 of diamonds, or column number 1, question number 1, I mean, Leo. We have the 8 of diamonds, number 44 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Jack of Hearts, the number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the Six of Clubs, number 34 card. That's going to be a no. So no, yes, no for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. You have Sapphire, which is good for spirituality. Wisdom, if you are stuck, it's great to get you unstuck. Really good for spiritual experiences and really making sure we're in the right place at the right time. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Leo, your healing note says, what we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love becomes deeply part of us. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That helps me greatly as I'm trying to grow my channel. Also, if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post new content. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much here, Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful June.